Hello all, I am the Holland Phantom, and for today's video we're going to be having a live battle from the 2011 format. On one side, we've got the Yanmega Magnezone deck, as used by Gustavo Wada, the Junior Division Champion, going up against the Emboar Magnezone deck, as used by David Cohen, the Masters Division Champion. So we'll see which of these two decks can take the victory today. But before we begin, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to my Twitter account, at Holland_Phantom, so you don't miss out on any new Pokemon TCG content. And now with that out of the way, let's get into the battle. And here we go, the battle has started, with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Yanmega side, we've got Yanma as the active Pokemon with the Magnemite on the bench, and on the Emboar side, we've got Magnemite as the active Pokemon. The Emboar side is going first, putting a Tepig onto the bench and attaching a Fire Energy to the active Magnemite, followed by the item Pokemon Communication to swap out an Emboar from the hand for any Pokemon from the deck. And the Pokemon chosen is going to be Cleffa, which immediately comes down. This Cleffa is a bit of a reprint from the original one from Neo Genesis, having the exact same attack to shuffle the hand away to draw some cards out of the deck. Magnemite retreats, and next the supporter is going to be Professor Oak's New Theory to shuffle away the hand to draw 6 brand new cards. There's the cards coming down, so let's see if the player puts down any more Pokemon onto their bench this turn. Yes, we see a second Tepig coming down, and there's the attack, Eek. Now the player gets to shuffle their hand away to draw 6 cards, the same as Professor Oak's New Theory, and Cleffa also puts itself to sleep with its attack. Cleffa also comes with a Pokebody called Sweet Sleeping Face, making it so that it cannot take any damage if it's asleep during the opponent's turn. Okay, now between turns, the player flips a coin, and it came up tails, so Cleffa does not wake up. And now over to Yanmega. They bench a second Yanma, and they activate Pokemon Collector to search out 3 basic Pokemon from their deck. The ones chosen are going to be their own Cleffa, another Magnemite, and a Horsey. Alright, so now they're going to be having a full bench once they put all these Pokemon down. Yeah, here we see all the 3 basic Pokemon coming down. And let's see if they have any energies to attach this turn. Yeah, a Lightning Energy is equipped to one of the benched Magnemite, and now Yanma can retreat for free with its Free Flight Pokebody, promoting the Cleffa. Any more cards coming down? No, they're going straight for the attack. Also using Eek to shuffle and draw 6 cards, and now both Cleffa are asleep. There's the 6 cards being drawn. And between turns, both players are going to be flipping a coin to see if their Pokemon wake up. Oh, they both came up tails, so neither one wakes up this turn. Okay, turn passes over to the Emboar side. Let's see what they can do with the next turn. A second Magnemite comes down into their bench, followed by a Reshiram. And now they also have a full bench. A second Professor Oak's New Theory is played to draw 6 new cards out of the deck. I'll see if they get any evolutions or more energy to play. Oh, that's going to be it for the turn. No more cards being played. There's a coin flip again. Cleffa on the Emboar side wakes up, but the one on the Yanmega side is still asleep. And speaking of Yanmega, we see the first one coming down, followed by Rare Candy to evolve Magnemite straight into Magnezone. Magnezone activates his Pokebody. Magnetic Draw, letting the player draw cards from the deck until they have 6 cards in hand. And now the second Magnemite evolves into Magneton, followed by the supporter Judge. And now both players have to shuffle away their hands to draw 4 cards apiece. A great supporter for disruption. There's the 4 cards being drawn. Are we going to be seeing any more evolutions coming down? No, that's going to be it for the turn. Another Tails, so Cleffa still does not wake up for the Yanmega side. And let's see what Emboar can do. A Rescue Energy is attached to the bench Reshiram, followed by Pokemon Communication to swap out a Tepig from the hand for any Pokemon from the deck. So we might be seeing the first evolution coming down for this side of the field. Yes, we see one of the Tepig evolving into Pignite. Once it finishes evolving into Emboar, it's going to be the main energy accelerator of the deck. The turn ends with Cleffa using Eek to shuffle and draw 6 new cards, and also puts itself to sleep once again. These first opening moves of the game are going to be used to establish their boards to build up the attackers on either side. So Cleffa is really good for consistency and drawing cards in the early game. In between turns, both players flip tails once again. Neither Cleffa wants to wake up. And now Yanmega activates Pokemon... I'm sorry, not Pokemon. Professor Oak's new theory. There are the 6 cards being drawn. Are there going to be any more energy or evolutions coming down? Let's take a look. Yes, the second Magnezone comes down, followed by a second Lightning Energy, equipped to the first Magnezone. And the second Yanma evolves into another Yanmega. So the Yanmega side has got a lot of attackers already set up on their side of the field. The first Magnetic Draw is activated. And now Switch is played to get Cleffa out of the active spot to promote Yanmega. Yanmega comes with a Pokebody called Insight, letting it attack for free if both players have the same number of cards in hand. It looks like they did, and there's the attack, Linear Attack, hitting the benched Magnemite for 40 damage. And once again, between turns, Cleffa does not wake up yet. On the Emboar side, oh, we finally see Emboar coming down, activating its ability Inferno Fandango, letting it attach as many fire energies from the hand to any Pokemon on its side of the field. So we see a fire energy attached to Reshiram, and that was it. There's no more cards being played. Over to Yanmega, they activate Copycat to shuffle away their hand to draw the same number of cards as their opponent has. And it looks like 5 cards were drawn. And now that the players have the same number of cards in hand, Yanmega can attack for free once again. But before the attack comes through, Pokemon Communication swaps out a Yanma from the hand for... Are we going to be seeing an evolution for Horsey? Yeah, we are. Horsey evolves into Seadra. But with those cards being played, it looks like the player does not have the same number of cards as their opponent. But they do have Magnezone to draw some cards out of the deck. A Lightning Energy is equipped to the second Magnezone, and yeah, there's the attack. Another Linear Attack, taking a KO on one of the benched Magnemite, and Yanmega takes the first prize of the game. Okay, there's a coin flip, and Cleffa finally wakes up. Let's see what Emboar can do. They activate the Supporter Twins. If the player is behind in prizes, they can search the deck for any 2 cards that they want. There's the 2 cards being chosen. They do not have to reveal them to their opponent. But we might be seeing Magnemite evolve this turn. Rare Candy into Magnezone. Yeah, so the looks like the mystery cards might have been the Rare Candy and the Magnezone. Emboar equips the second Fire Energy onto Reshiram. And the Lightning Energy is equipped to the bench Magnezone. Cleffa retreats for free to promote Reshiram. And we're going to be seeing a major attack coming through. But first, Magnetic Draw comes through to draw a couple more cards out of the deck. And now Emboar can activate, what's it called? Inferno Fandango once again to attach a Fire Energy onto Magnezone. And there's the attack. Reshiram knocks out Yanmega with its Blue Flare. And now both sides are down to 5 remaining prizes. Cleffa comes up active for the Yanmega side. Lightning Energy is equipped to the second Magnezone. And Seadra evolves into Kingdra. Kingdra activates its Poke Power Spray Splash, putting a damage counter on the opponent's Cleffa. And now their own Cleffa retreats to promote Yanmega. Magnezone activates Magnetic Draw. And now the player activates Pokemon Reversal, flips a coin, and it is heads, picking Emboar to come up into the active spot. Emboar's got a pretty hefty retreat cost of 4. So unless the player draws 4 energy to attach onto it or uses a switch, it's going to be stuck in the active spot. And there's the attack, Sonic Boom, hitting Emboar for 70 damage. Emboar activates Inferno Fandango to attach a Fire Energy onto the bench Reshiram, and then activates Professor Oak to shuffle their hand away to draw 6 cards. Probably hoping to draw into the switch to get this Emboar out of the active spot. Another Inferno Fandango is played to equip a second Fire Energy onto Reshiram, and a second Reshiram comes down onto the bench, followed by the Trainer Energy Retrieval to get back 2 discarded Fire Energies, which once again are equipped using Emboar's ability onto the new Reshiram. And finally, Magnezone activates Magnetic Draw to draw 3 cards out of the deck. And yes, they did have the switch. Emboar comes back onto the bench to promote Reshiram once again. And we're going to be seeing another KO. There's the attack, Blue Flare, hitting for 120 damage, taking a second prize. Cleffa comes up active once again on the Yanmega side. And they're going to be activating their item, Pokemon Communication, to swap out a Magnemite from their hand. Or, let's take a look. It's going to be Pachirisu this time. Pachirisu has a Poke Power called Self-Generation. When it comes down onto the bench from the hand, it can equip up to 2 Lightning Energies from the hand onto itself. But first, Kingdra activates Spray Splash to hit the opponent's Cleffa once again for another 10 damage. And here we see Pachirisu coming down. Self-Generation attaches, just 1 Lightning Energy onto itself. Looks like the player didn't have the second one to use, but Magnezone now activates Magnetic Draw. And here we see the second Lightning Energy coming down to Pachirisu, and the second Magnezone also activates his ability. Cleffa is retreating to promote one of the Magnezone, and we're going to be seeing the first Lost Burn attack. There's the attack, Lost Burn. The player can send as many energy cards from their side of the field to the Lost Zone, and inflicts 50 damage times the number of energy discarded. That was 3 energy, hitting for 150 damage to take a KO. And the rescue energy that was equipped to Reshiram returns the knocked out Pokemon to the player's hand. Okay, on the Emboar side, Cleffa comes up active, and Emboar attaches 2 fire energy onto Reshiram. And now Magnezone draws 1 card from the deck. Is Cleffa going to be retreating? Yeah, it is, to promote their own Magnezone. Alright. Magnezone versus Magnezone. There's the attack. They're going to be using their own Lost Burn to send 3 of their own energy cards to the Lost Zone to take a KO against the opposing Magnezone. And now Emboar is down to 3 prizes. Okay, let's see what the Yanmega side can do. Kingdra activates Spray Splash to deal the final 10 damage to the opposing Cleffa. And that's another prize taken. Magnemite is put down into the bench, and a Lightning Energy comes down to the Magnemite, followed by the supporter Judge. Once again, both players have to shuffle their hands away to draw 4 brand new cards. There's the cards being drawn. Let's see what else the Yanmega side can do. Here we see another Yanma coming down onto the bench. It is going to be needing another turn to evolve into Yanmega. But are we going to be seeing an attack coming through from the Magnezone? They do have enough energy to take the KO, but that will get rid of all the energy remaining on their side of the field. Magnezone draws some more cards out of the deck, and it's going to be Cleffa attacking this time, using Eek to shuffle and draw 6 brand new cards. So it looks like the player is hoping to stall with Cleffa, as its Pokebody will protect it as long as it remains asleep during this turn. There's a coin flip, and it is tails! So Cleffa will remain asleep, meaning that the Emboar side cannot inflict damage onto it. Emboar activates Inferno Fandango again to equip a fire energy onto Magnezone. And what else is going to be coming down? Another Cleffa comes down for their side of the field. And Switch gets the Magnezone out of the active spot to promote their own Cleffa again. Magnetic Draw draws 4 cards out of the deck. One of them is going to be Pokemon Communication, getting rid of Rayquaza Deoxys Legend for another Emboar. Does the player have another Rare Candy to evolve this Tepig? Yeah, they do! Rare Candy comes down to evolve Tepig into a second Emboar. And there's the attack. Eek to shuffle and draw 6 cards. There's the cards being drawn, and now both Cleffa are going to be flipping a coin to see if they wake up. There's the coin flips, and Yanmega flips tails while Emboar flips heads. Here we see another Yanmega being played, and the Magnemite also evolves into Magneton. Magnezone activates his ability to draw a card, and now the player activates Professor Oak's new theory. Alright, there's some cards being drawn. Do they have any more energy to play on their side of the field? Now it's going to be it. Turn passes as Cleffa cannot retreat, but it does wake up this turn. Oh, looks like the player also forgot to activate Kingdra's Spray Splash ability. Okay, Lightning Energy is equipped to the bench Reshiram on the Emboar side, and Cleffa goes for the attack Eek once again. No other cards were played. So it looks like the Both sides are at a stalemate right now. Neither one wants to spend resources to knock out a single Cleffa. On the Yanmega side, another Magnezone is evolved, and the player activates Pokemon Reversal. There's the coin flip, and it comes up heads. The player chooses the damaged Emboar to drag up into the active spot, and it looks like it will be getting knocked out. Cleffa retreats to promote Yanmega. And there's Kingdra's ability, dealing 10 damage to Emboar, bringing it down to 70 HP remaining, exactly the amount that Yanmega needs to knock it out with the Sonic Boom. And there's the attack. And now Yanmega is down to 2 prizes to Emboar's 3. Cleffa comes up active as a new Pokemon for the Emboar side. And they're going to be using another Twins to search for another 2 cards out of their deck. There's 1 card chosen, and there's the second one. Let's see what they're going to be this turn. Cleffa retreats to promote Reshiram. And we're going to be seeing another knockout from the blue flare. Yeah, there's the attack, discarding 2 fire energy. And now Yanmega is knocked out. Both players down to 2 prizes remaining. Tie game once again. Kingdra activates Spray Splash to inflict 10 damage onto the opposing Cleffa again. And there's a Pokemon Reversal. Oh, that was a Tails that time. It did nothing. Oh, here we see Junk Arm. Now the player gets to discard 2 cards from their hand to get back a discarded trainer card. And they're going to be recycling the Pokemon Reversal. They really want this one to go through. There's a coin flip, and it was heads that time. They're bringing up their opponent's Magnezone. Magnezone has most of the energy on the Emboar side of the field, so it looks like the player's trying to get rid of all of it with this attack. So here we see another Magnezone versus Magnezone play. A magnetic draw ability draws some more cards out of the deck. Second lightning energy comes down to the bench Magnezone. And Copycat. It's going to shuffle the player's hand away to draw, once again, equal number of cards their opponent has. There's the cards being drawn. Oh, that's a lot of cards. I think that was 9 cards drawn. Another Horsey comes down. Oh, it looks like they're going to be trying to evolve into a second Kingdra to use 2 Spray Splashes on the following turn to take a KO against Cleffa. And there's the attack, Lost Burn, to burn 3 energy, hitting Magnezone for 150 damage. And now Yanmega is down to 1 more prize. If they get their second Kingdra on the following turn, they will be able to knock out this Cleffa and win the game. Emboar uses Fisherman to get back 4 discarded basic energy cards, so 3 fires and a lightning. What are they going to do with these cards? They still have 2 prizes remaining, so even if they knock out 1 Pokemon, they might still lose the game. Oh, but they have exactly what they need, Rayquaza and Deoxys Legend. They come with an ability called Space Virus, so when they knock out a Pokemon, they take 2 prizes instead of 1. Emboar powers it up with Inferno Fandango, and there's the attack. Ozone Buster, hitting for 150 damage to take the final 2 prizes. And there's the handshake. Emboar is your winner. So what did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help this channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Holland Phantom logging out.